Welcome to Lento English. Ready to level up your English? Here we learn through stories, slow, clear, and fun. Listen, relax, and enjoy the journey.
One introduction. China and India are two very important countries. They are located in Asia. They are neighbors and share a very long border. This border runs high in the mountains called the Himalayas. This mountain range is one of the highest places on Earth. China is located in East Asia and India is located in South Asia. Both countries are huge in size. They have many different kinds of land inside their borders. They have long coasts next to the sea, which is important for trade. They have hot, dry deserts. They have tall, snowy mountains, and they have green, wet forests. This great variety in land means they have many natural resources. The size of the land is one reason why they are called giants. China and India have many people. Together, they have more than 1/3 of all the people on Earth. This is a huge number. For many years, China had the most people in the world. Now, India has become the country with the most people. This change happened recently. Because both nations have so many people, they also have a huge number of workers. This large population also creates a very big market. A market means a place where businesses can sell their products to many customers. The large population is a big reason why these countries are powerful today. China and India are not new countries. They are ancient civilizations. They have thousands of years of history. Their past is very rich. Important things we use today came from China. For example, paper and gunpowder were invented there. India is also very important for history. Big religions started in India, like Hinduism and Buddhism. India also gave the world the number 0. This number is necessary for all modern mathematics. Both countries have strong traditions in art, music, and philosophy. These traditions are famous all over the world. Their long history helps explain their cultures today. These two giants of Asia are very different in some ways. However, they are also similar because of their size and their history. They are both growing very fast. They are becoming more important in the world every year. We will look at how they earn money in the next chapter. We will see how their people live and what problems they have. Understanding China and India is key to understanding the modern world. They are two of the biggest stories right now. Their location and their history make them powerful players in Asia and beyond. 2. Making money. Both China and India have found different ways to make money and grow their economies very fast. These two countries use different strengths to earn their wealth. China is often called the world's factory. This is because it makes a huge number of things that people buy everywhere. Think about electronics, clothes, and toys. China built many big factories and modern ports to ship these items easily. The government helped plan this growth. This focus on making physical goods helped China's economy become very strong very quickly. China's success required massive changes. They invested billions of dollars in infrastructure. This means building better roads, faster trains, and large, efficient ports where ships can load and unload goods quickly. Because of this planning, China can produce things cheaply and send them quickly to markets all over the planet. This focus on making physical products defined China's economic rise in the late 20th century and early 21st century. India chose a different path. India is famous for its service industry. Many large international companies hire people in India. These workers help with things like software development, customer service, and IT support. India has many skilled people who speak English well. This makes India a leader in technology services. India's path was different. It did not focus on building huge factories first. Instead, it used the education and skills of its people. When a company needs technical help, they often call a service center in India. This work is called outsourcing. Because of the time difference, Indian workers can continue working on projects while Western countries are sleeping. This 24-hour work cycle helps global businesses run smoothly. The growth of this technology sector has created many jobs for young, educated Indians. India also has a large farming sector, and its manufacturing is growing, but services are its main strength. When we look at the size of the money they make, China's economy is much bigger than India's. China is the second biggest economy in the whole world. Only the United States has a larger economy. India's economy is also very big. It is currently the fifth largest economy globally. India is growing very fast, maybe faster than many other large countries. Both countries have huge markets because they have so many people. 3. How people live. The daily life of people in China and India reflects their rich and different cultures. One of the most important parts of culture is food. Chinese food is well known all over the world. There are famous dishes like dumplings, spring rolls, and kung pao chicken. The food is very different depending on the region. People in the north often eat more wheat products, such as noodles and steamed bread. In the south, rice is the main food. Indian food is famous for its strong flavors and the use of many rich spices. Spices like cumin, turmeric, and cardamom give Indian meals their unique taste. Popular dishes include curry, biryani, and samosas. Indian cooking uses many different types of bread, such as naan and roti, often eaten alongside rice. It is interesting to note that a large amount of the food eaten in India is vegetarian. These food traditions are central to family life and social gatherings in both countries. Both nations celebrate big and colorful festivals. In China, the most important celebration is the Lunar New Year, also called the Spring Festival. During this time, families gather for large dinners. They use bright lanterns and set off fireworks to welcome the new year. India celebrates many joyful festivals. Diwali, the festival of lights, is one of the biggest. People light many lamps and share sweet treats. Another famous celebration is Holi, the festival of colors. People throw colored powders and water at each other in the streets for fun. The way these two countries are governed is very different. India is the world's largest democracy. A democracy means that the people choose their leaders. India has a multi-party system, and citizens vote regularly in elections to pick their government representatives. This system allows for many different voices and ideas to be part of the political discussion. China has a different system. It is a single-party state. This means that only one group, the Communist Party, makes all the major decisions for the country. There are no regular, competitive elections like in India. The government strictly manages information and public speech to maintain stability. These different political systems shape the daily experiences and freedoms of billions of people in both nations. 4. Friends and not friends. China and India are two large neighbors. Sometimes neighbors are good friends. Sometimes they have difficult problems. The relationship between these two countries is a mix of both friendship and disagreement. They work together a lot in the world of business. This cooperation is called trade. China and India trade a huge amount of goods with each other. China sells many products to India. These products include electronics, machines, and clothes. India buys these things because they are often cheaper than local products. China is one of India's most important trading partners. This large amount of trade helps both countries make money. The cooperation in business is very important for their economies. When China sells goods to India, Chinese factories earn money. When India sells things back, Indian businesses grow. This trade relationship is worth many billions of dollars every year. They know that stopping this trade would hurt both nations greatly. They also work together in international groups. They are members of important organizations where they discuss shared goals. One of these groups is called BRICS. BRICS includes 5 large developing nations: Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. In groups like this, they talk about how to make the world economy better for everyone. They agree that developing countries should have a stronger voice globally. When they cooperate in these groups, they become more powerful. But the relationship is not always easy. They are also powerful competitors. They both want to be the most important country in Asia. This competition causes tension and problems. The biggest and oldest problem is the land between them. China and India share a very long border. This border is located high up in the Himalayan mountains. The area is difficult to access and difficult to map clearly. For many years, the countries have disagreed about where the exact border line is located. This disagreement is a source of conflict. Both nations claim that some areas of land belong to them. They have tried many times to draw a clear line on the map, but they have not finished this work. Because they do not agree on the border, there is sometimes conflict. Soldiers from both countries stand close to each other in the high mountains. Sometimes there is physical fighting. This fighting makes the relationship very difficult. The tension stays high for a long time. This land dispute means that even though they trade a lot, they do not trust each other fully. They watch what the other country is doing very carefully. They compete for influence in the region. This mix of working together for money and fighting over land makes their relationship very complex. It is a relationship of friends and not friends at the same time. 5. Big armies. China and India are two of the biggest countries on Earth. Because they are so large and have many neighbors, both nations keep very large armies. A strong military is necessary for protecting their long borders and their important economic interests around the world. Both governments spend huge amounts of money every year on their defense forces. China's military is called the People's Liberation Army. It is famous for being the largest standing army in the world. China has millions of active soldiers ready for duty. The government invests heavily in new technology to make its forces modern. This includes building many advanced ships, powerful fighter jets, and new types of tanks. China is working especially hard to grow its navy. A strong navy helps protect the long coastlines and the sea routes used for international trade. This effort shows China's wish to be a leading global power. India also maintains a massive armed force. By the number of soldiers, India has one of the world's three largest armies. The Indian military is highly trained and has long experience in difficult environments, such as the high mountains shared with its northern neighbors. India buys many of its weapons from other countries, but it is also increasing its own production of defense equipment. India has a large air force and a growing navy to guard the seas around the subcontinent. The money spent on defense by both countries is enormous. China's defense budget is currently much larger than India's, reflecting its larger economy and its goal of global influence. However, both nations are constantly modernizing their equipment and training. They are moving away from older ways of fighting and learning to use advanced computer systems, drones, and high-tech weaponry. This race to modernize is important because they are economic and political competitors in Asia. Beyond traditional soldiers and weapons, both China and India possess nuclear weapons. Having this type of power means they have the ultimate defense against outside attacks. This capability is seen as a way to ensure their national security and stability in a complex region. These big armies do more than just guard the land. They are tools of national power, protecting important trade links and ensuring that both countries have a strong voice when discussing world affairs with other powerful nations. 6. New ideas and technology. China is famous for building things very fast. This country has invested much money in modern technology and infrastructure. Infrastructure means the basic systems needed for a country to work, like roads, ports, and trains. China has built many huge cities very quickly. These cities use modern planning and new ideas. China also has some of the fastest trains in the world. These high-speed trains connect big cities, making travel easy and quick for millions of people. The government planned this growth carefully. They also built large, modern ports to help with trade, since China is often called the world's factory. This focus on building and making things shows one kind of technological power. China's focus on infrastructure technology is massive. They build huge bridges and tunnels using advanced engineering. These projects help move goods efficiently across the large country. Fast transportation technology is vital for China's manufacturing success. The new ideas used in construction make China a world leader in this field. India focuses on a different kind of technology, digital services. India has a very strong technology industry. This industry is known around the world for software development and information technology support. Many international companies use services from India. This is because India has many skilled workers who speak English well. These workers help with computer programs, customer service, and technical support. This focus on services and software shows India's technological strength. India is making many new inventions in the digital world. The country is quickly adopting new ways to use the internet and mobile phones for business and daily life. This digital growth is very important for India's economy. India's digital sector is key to its future. The large number of young, educated people means there is a big pool of talent for technology companies. India is creating new apps and digital tools that help people access banking and government services easily. This focus on digital inclusion shows India's path to modern technology. Both China and India want to be leaders in new inventions and technology. They are in a race to see who can innovate the most. China is leading in areas like electric cars and artificial intelligence. India is strong in software and space technology. Both countries spend a lot of money on research and development. They want to find new ways to solve problems and improve the lives of their many people. This competition drives innovation faster. For example, both countries want to develop better renewable energy technologies. They know that technology is the key to future success and global power. The global competition between these two giants pushes them to invest more in science. They are both trying to attract the best scientists and engineers. Being a leader in technology means having power in the 21st century. Their new ideas and technology will shape the future economy of Asia and influence global standards. 7. Power in the world. China and India are becoming major world powers. Their large size and huge number of people give them great influence. When these two countries speak, the world listens. They are changing how global politics and business work every day. China's economic power is immense. Its economy is the second largest in the world, just after the United States. This great economic strength gives China much power when dealing with other nations. For example, China influences global prices for many goods. If China stops buying or selling something, the whole world feels the effect. India is also a fast-growing economic giant. Its economy is now the fifth largest globally. This rapid growth means India's voice is also getting stronger in global discussions. Both nations have complex relationships with other powerful countries. China often has strong disagreements with the United States on topics like trade and human rights. However, they must still work together because their economies are deeply connected. India, on the other hand, often tries to be friends with everyone. It buys weapons and energy from Russia. At the same time, India works closely with the US and countries in Europe on technology and defense. India wants to keep its independence and not rely too much on one single powerful partner. China and India lead many developing countries. Developing countries are nations that are still building their economies and industries. Both are members of important international groups. One key group is called BRICS. This group includes Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. In BRICS, they work on shared goals, such as trying to make global trade fairer for non-Western nations. They want the world's financial rules to change so that developing countries have more say. In Asia, China and India are competitors for influence. China uses its great wealth to build roads, ports, and railways in smaller neighboring countries. China hopes these projects will make these countries rely more on Beijing. India sees this activity as a challenge. India also works hard to help its neighbors, especially in South Asia. India offers financial help and security support to nations near its borders. This competition is about who will be the main leader in the Asian region. The global stage is also a place for competition. Both countries want seats in the most important international organizations. They both want to show the world that their way of life and government system is the most successful. Their growing power means that no major global decision can be made today without considering the needs and opinions of China and India. They are crucial when discussing big world issues, such as fighting climate change or setting new rules for international trade. 8. The future of China and India is very important. These two countries are powerful and are changing the world quickly. China has strong manufacturing and good infrastructure, like fast trains and big cities. India is growing because of its young people and its strength in technology and services. How these neighbors manage their relationship will affect all of Asia and the world. Both countries face big challenges in the coming years. One challenge is managing their huge populations. They need enough jobs and homes for billions of people. They also need to improve living standards for everyone. Another challenge is the environment. Fast industrial growth can cause pollution in the air and water. Both nations must find ways to grow their economies without hurting the planet too much. They need cleaner energy and better ways to manage resources like water and land. They also need to make sure that wealth is shared fairly among all their people. India is expected to grow very fast. It recently became the country with the most people. This means it has a large number of young workers. Many experts think India's economy will become the third largest in the world soon. Its focus on services and technology will continue to be important. India's large democracy means that many different voices shape its future plans. China is already a huge economic power. Its future focus is changing. It wants to move from making simple goods to making high-tech and complex items. China will keep investing heavily in new ideas and science. It also wants to increase its influence in Asia and other parts of the world. Its strong central government helps China plan for the long term. The most important question for the future is how these neighbors will act toward each other. Will they compete strongly or will they work together? Competition can mean better technology and faster growth. However, strong competition can also lead to tension, especially concerning the land border they share. Cooperation, on the other hand, can create a more stable and wealthy Asia. If China and India cooperate, they can help solve big world problems such as climate change or global trade issues. They are very important members of international organizations. If they fight or disagree often, it can make the world unstable and hurt global business. Their relationship affects trade, security, and power balances everywhere. The world watches these two giants closely as they build their future.